In this episode of the Funeral Report, famous TikToker Niah is laid to rest in his native St. Anne 4 months after he was shot dead in St. Catherine while live streaming.
We therefore commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Niah's father calls for divine intervention, noting that he wants it to come swiftly.
We'll leave everything unto God. And we'll leave, and you know, say God is the man who controls karma.
The bereaved mother added her voice to those lamenting the murder.
The pain of losing you is beyond anything I could ever put into words.
We interviewed a number of Niah's colleagues who operate on the social networking site TikTok.
Send off active still, you know. Love where everybody come out and show them support same way. Niah mother needs to get pregnant again and give her next Niah.
Rum, one Niah gang brawling, my dog, man. Hear that? Dog, rest in peace up heavy in my farm.
The killing of Niah a month before his 24th birthday also was condemned by representatives of the island's two major political parties.
Always very sad when we lose someone who many see as a creative genius. Someone who understood new media and the new economy and found a way to take care of himself and his family.
We should not be here in this country where we are going to funerals every week to bury our brilliant, educated, intelligent, creative young people.
You have to get that win every feet, Spanish, you know? Get the youth, them, you know, one after the.
Niah also was said to be a great father, his little daughter shown there on your screen. Stay with us for this comprehensive report on Niah's funeral right here on The Beacon, the trendsetter in funeral reporting. A sun-drenched Saturday morning here on Wharf Street in the seaside town of St. Anne's Bay, the capital of St. Anne Parish. People started to descend on the Northview Church of Christ to pay their last respects to that famous 23-year-old man pictured on your screen, Xavier Foga, better known as Niah.
Yes, man. Good youth, you know? What I grew up in that town, eh?
There was an anxious wait for the hearse to arrive, and when it did, people flocked to the chariot which carried the glass-top casket. One of Niah's brothers there among the groups of people taking an early look at the late TikToker, attired in a purple and white suit, white frame sunglasses covering his eyes.
I don't look like Zeb, I don't fam. I swear I don't look like a man, dog.
The people caught up in protracted photo ops. A clergyman found it necessary to ask for viewing to end and for commencement of the already delayed Thanksgiving service.
Sometime I'll leave this world behind. Cross heaven, sad and sweet all the time.
The police in January this year shot and killed Romaine Thompson, otherwise called Rumstain, whom they believe was a suspect in Niah's murder. Despite that happening, speculation remains rife that persons responsible for the TikToker's death are still at large. It's among the reasons Niah's father, at the Thanksgiving service, called for justice to be served, and served swiftly.
We'll leave everything unto God. And we'll leave, and you know, say God is the man who controls karma. You see, God is the man who controls karma, and we'll leave everything unto God. But Father God, I beg you, too far than look fast enough. Please look fast enough, because if you don't look fast enough, you don't look out for step up for the notch far than I don't want to step up the notch. So please rather you run fast enough.
Niah's relatives were not the only ones who spoke out against the brazen murder. It also was condemned by two leading political representatives here in the constituency of St. Anne Northeastern. They are People's National Party election candidate Dr. Ryan Simpson and Member of Parliament Matthew Samuda of the Jamaica Labour Party.
Too many of Jamaica's youth are succumbing to the grave at the hand of cowards, at the hand of evil, violent men Too many of our youth are meeting their maker at an early stage in their life, too young.
The issues we face can't be solved with catchy slogans and single sentences. They can't be solved with political statements from the pulpit. They can be solved if we all look to the word of the Lord and we engage each day in the principles that we are all exposed to when we call ourselves Christians. It can be solved if we all bring together old-time Jamaican values. They can be solved if we all say enough is enough.
Jamaica, according to the United Nations standard, is in active civil war because the standard for civil war is 1,000 or more murders per year. Any country that is killing its inhabitants at a rate of over 1,000 deaths, murders per year is in active civil war. Our country is plunged in violence and protest where our people are not safe. And I don't know if you understand this. That is, every one of us is our responsibility and our duty to do something about it. We should not we should not be here in this country where we are going to funerals every week to bury our brilliant, educated, intelligent, creative young people. Niah should be here with us today, alive, and continuing to do that which he does best to influence lives in a positive way.
It's incredibly difficult to say to a mother, to say to a father, take heed, feel solace, understand the Lord's words, because the natural order of things is not that we bury our children. The natural order of things is that children should bury their parents. It is also always very sad when we lose someone who many see as a creative genius, someone who understood new media and the new economy and found a way to take care of himself and his family. It's always incredibly sad when we lose someone so young and so gifted.
Niah, who is said to have a sister and 6 brothers, was born on Thursday, January 11, 2001. He attended Marleymount Basic School and Old Harbour Primary in St. Catherine, as well as Senans Bay Primary and Marcus Garvey Technical High in St. Anne. One of his former teachers recalled him being mischievous at times, but selfless and caring.
Xavier was free-spirited, fiery, full of life, laughter, and boundless energy. He had a way of making everyone feel seen, valued, and cared for. His smile was contagious, his presence uplifting. As a student of my grade 6 class during 2012-2013 school year, Xavier left an unforgettable mark. He was more than a student, more like a son.
Niah's childhood years were spent with his mother in St. Anne and his paternal family in Old Harbour, St. Catherine. He also lived briefly with his father abroad. There were disciplinary issues that he struggled with as a child, and they resulted in him spending time in state care. But it is said that he never allowed his challenges to conquer him. He took them on with resilience and determination.
I gave birth to you. You were my second son. As a young mother, I tried to raise you the best way I could. I knew you may not have been the most disciplined child, as I faced many challenges raising you. But that does not diminish the love for you, my son. I love you even in death. You grow into a kind, compassionate, and strong young man. I watch you navigate life with grace, overcoming challenges, embracing every moment with courage. Xavier, you taught me what a true strength and resilience were. As you face each day, with a heart full of love for those around you. You were more than just a son to me. You were my friend, my confidant, my teacher, and my inspiration. I am proud of the life you are building for yourself as you push through many obstacles to achieve all that you have.
Niah, who eventually became a father, initially did odd jobs to support himself and his little daughter Niah. The congregation was told that he was a great father.
You are a great dad to Renaya. I watch you as you love her and play your role as a father to her, the way any loving father would care for a daughter. As you, Mr. Parks, you did care for me.
Niah's life changed significantly since he started doing live streams on the social networking site TikTok. He attained great fame and fortunes started to roll in, so much so that he began constructing a house. It is alleged that he also became a target for a would-be extortionist.
Me shouldn't have to bury my son, and my son should bury me. For the numbers that what we have from we right now, and my son should have buried me, he should not bury him. Yeah, man. Now your mother should not have bury him. No, and you should have buried we. Yeah, man. I guess what I'm now, bad mind just active, and them, knock you. Them can't even tell you what they knock you for. But we don't know it's a bad mind, brethren. And I want thing me I tell you, don't trust a friend me I did that try to tell you that. We pass through a whole heap of friend. And if you not have a dear man friend and some little new friend will come across you, you have to just keep them well. See, I kill him there with dear one friend. And when we're not there, anytime we come back, we still good. Yeah, man. And people just see you, people don't even know you get your things, people don't know you achieve, and people just see one side and bad mind, brother. And then just touch up your thing, youth, and we vex with that. We vex in the whole situation. You see? It is a man did step forward to me and say, oxygen, here we go on. You know, so we want this and we want that for the sun. Me no must phone, because me know me stay. But at least probably we go one thing. I shouldn't touch the youth. Shouldn't touch the youth. Shouldn't touch the youth. And the vex for that.
Detectives have not confirmed publicly a motive behind the murder of Niah, who also was passionate about music.
In all my life, nothing so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Niah's mother expressed hope that golden memories of her son will be kept alive. She thinks his many videos that are still on TikTok will help to ensure that much.
There is an emptiness in my heart, and that will never be filled. But I find comfort in knowing that your spirit lives on in the memories we share, in the laughter, the quiet moments, the love you gave so freely, and the countless numbers of videos you left on TikTok. I will forever cherish those moments and keep your memories living on. You touch so many lives, and your kindness, generosity, and warmth will never be forgotten. You're inspired many young people, especially your fans on TikTok. I cannot imagine living life without you, but God knows best, my son.
Understand that God's plan is bigger than ours. And I believe, based on all the stories I've heard, I've had the pleasure of speaking with Shernette on a number of occasions and hearing the experience. It is my firm belief that it's very possible that Niah has fulfilled his destiny to his generation. I believe that Niah has done more in his 24 years than many of us have done in over 40, 50 years. And so I encourage you, family members, to take comfort and solace in his memories that he has created, in the positives that he has done, in the lives that he has touched.
If I die young, baby, inside.
Niah's TikTok colleague known as Kirkus shown there belting out that song. The April 5, 2025 Thanksgiving service also included an enlightening sermon, which many members of the congregation did not stick around to hear. It touched on various topics, including the fragility of life and the need for mankind to handle such life responsibly.
All of us should be walking every single day with a sign on our lives. Fragile. Handle with care. Handle with care. Because it doesn't take much. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. I don't know what wall or what risk you're taking with your life by sitting on whatever. Be it party life, be it drugs, be it some form of immorality. Hey, understand that God who made you precious is going to require of you someday that you give an account of this life that he has given you.
The people started to leave the churchyard destined for Steertown Cemetery a few miles away. In Steertown, the procession arrived for the final burial rites.
One Niah gang. Peace Niah gang.
At one point at the cemetery, there was a skirmish between a private bodyguard and a taxi driver from Linstead in St. Catherine, but that was quelled fast by Niah's mother and some peacemakers. After a protracted wait for viewing to end, the pastor formally commenced interment.
We therefore commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, looking for the general resurrection in the last day, and the life of this world to come through our Lord Jesus Christ.
A number of TikTokers who spoke with the Beacon were pleased with the send-off that their colleague got.
Send off active still, Love how everybody come out and show them support same way. That's what me I say. Yeah, man, and everybody right there, enough respect, One Niah gang same way, You see me? Memories live on same way. I don't know anything go. Everybody, thanks for your support. Love you see me? Love you too, Niah gang, my brother. What Niah mother needs to get pregnant again and give her next Niah.
Rum, one Niah gang brawling, my dog, man. Hear that? Dog, rest in peace up heavy, my fam. Big up everybody on TikTok, same way, you see me? You know, say we are the whole team of youth, same way. Hey, may I tell you now? One 9G, one law, one Niah gang, believe in a real life, my fam, man. Big up whole TikTok.
I'm going to tell you that this morning, I up on my live and I find out say today at the funeral and I say could you miss it? So I tell you it's just a rush. You can see me here, nothing. We just chew on something and just walk away and say we have to show. So we left from all the way at town, come all the way up here to come show we look support and cause now our boy, our friends same way, play live every day, everything. I only thing my dog plan to do on live, but unfortunately life, But we just want to wish condolences to your family, friends, cause I know it's a hard time, but alive still, but.
Today me I know say my bury too. This someone link me and say Niah bury today. Very. So me have to just show on two things and know say me I show my face. Unfortunately we late, but we still there. You know them way. Come show we last condolence same way. Cause the dogs and Niah we bridging. I don't know joke to we play live and beat Niah have a vibes and shit. So we wait him, you see me? So we just come give we last condolence.
It's a great send-off, Big up Mama Shernett, yes, and big up CPR, big up all of my Steertown people. Steertown are some of the beautifulest people. I forgot buy a house down here. Trust me. Yes, and so all my Steertownians, big up on yourself. Big up all of the foreigners that were flying. Yes, and big up all my artists over there, so. So people that don't know, Niah, one Niah gang, gone too soon. Maroon government, the Niah and Kepong Maroon government, fully support Niah, support the family, them, Mama Shernett. And then big up the Mason them. Who dig the thing, cause a great job them do. Yes, and big up all of the mix of them, and big up all of the people, all of the eagles, all of the children, them, you don't know, say, and the Maroon Empress, Niah and Kepong Maroon government, nothing else makes sense. Careful.
I'm Horace Mills reporting from St. Anne for the Jamaica Beacon.